Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another post-weigh-in prediction video for UFC Paris. And Paris is one of my favorite crowds out there. I mean, the energy is going to be insane, and I think the fighters are going to deliver. There's only one fighter that I missed weight on this card, and it is everyone's favorite stripper, slash OnlyFans girl, Eileen Perez. So let's see how that goes for her. I mean, that fight. Thank God no one else missed weight on this card because I think everyone else prepared pretty well for their fights on this card. And let's go over it, guys. I mean, obviously in the main one we got Benoit Saint-Denis taking on Renato Moicano. But let's see if Moicano can get his money, man. And we're gonna find out soon enough tomorrow if he's gonna make his money tomorrow. Nasruddin Imavov taking on Brandon Allen should be another good matchup there. This was supposed to be 5 rounds, from what I heard. This was supposed to be the main win on this card. But I guess Imavov didn't want a 5 round main win. So they're gonna settle in within 3 rounds here. We also got William Gomis taking on Jonathan Brito. I mean, thank goodness William Gomis made weight this time. He looked terrible when he was supposed to take on John Silva. I can't remember where that card was. I think that was in Brazil, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was in Brazil. Yeah, he was supposed to fight John Silva in Brazil, but the doctors didn't let the fight happen because he looked terrible on the scales, almost fainted. This time, looks like he's prepared better this time. But yeah, obviously we got my lock of the week, Brian Battle, taking Kevin Jousset. Should be a good matchup there. Everyone else, I mean, looked pretty good on the scales. Let's go over the breakdown, guys. First fight of the night is Balazi Oki taking on Chris Duncan. I mean, I'm gonna go with Balazi Oki. I feel like he's got better hands. Kind of low volume though. He wasn't throwing a lot of volume out there. He's more of a counter striker. Um, he's got a nice jab on him. I think he's gonna be popping the jab out there more and more. Duncan's got a nice. He's got power on the feet also. Like we can't like overlook that. Duncan, he's kind of chinny. I feel like, man. Like I've seen him get clipped so much out there, and I think Balazioki, even though Balazioki, this is the second fight in the UFC right now for Balazioki. Took on Timothy Kwamba on short notice. Timothy Kwamba is a featherweight, so we're gonna find out what kind of skill set Balazioki has against a real lightweight here in Chris Duncan. I'm gonna go Balazioki by. I think he can get the knockout here, man. If he presses, if he's aggressive out there, if he puts pressure on Chris Duncan, I feel like Balazioki can land some shots and hurt Chris Duncan. Chris Duncan has pretty good recovery though, but he's getting hurt a lot out there. I'm gonna go Balazioki by knockout. I think he can get the knockout. There's Chris Duncan right there, and then we have Balazioki right there. They both look pretty good on the scales. Also, like, what I want to talk about with Balazioki here, we know he's got cardio for the 3 rounds. I mean, even when Chris Duncan, can he go out there and implement his wrestling? Maybe. Timothy Kwamba did have some success with the takedown. He only got like one takedown on him. Balazioki worked his way up pretty well. Now, obviously, Chris Duncan, I think he's got better wrestling than a guy like Timothy Kwamba, who's mostly a striker. And obviously, Duncan trains over their American Top Team. He's probably training over there with Matuz Gamrot, Dustin Poirier, and those guys over there. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Balazioki. I think he's gonna hurt him eventually at some point. It might go the distance though. I like Balazioki money line. I don't mind the money line as in a parlay. All right, let's talk about the next. So let's talk about the odds. I mean, Balazioki is -185. I think that line is honestly not bad, man. I feel like he's gonna on the feet. He's gonna be able to land the better shots on the feet, and he might get taken down, but I don't think it's gonna matter. It's not like Duncan has a submission game. He hasn't really shown a lot of submissions in the UFC yet. So he might take him down, hold him down for a bit, but I feel like Oki's gonna get right back up. He's gonna be able to land better shots on the feet. He's gonna hurt him. He's gonna probably maybe cut him open with those jabs over and over. He's gonna be landing the jab all night long. So give me Balazioki by knockout. Next fight on the card is Nora Cornolle taking on Jacqueline Cavalcanti, and this is a rematch, by the way. Jacqueline Cavalcanti, he's taking this fight on short notice, by the way. Nora Cornolle was supposed to fight Jermaine Duranami in the spot here. Apparently, Jermaine Randomy had an injury or something, so he can't make it. So now now Jacqueline Cavalcanti is taking this fight. So he's like, let me just make some money. And also, he's from Portugal, so which is not too far away from Paris. So he's probably can bring her family over and they can watch her fight. So give me, I'm gonna go with Nora Carnoli. This is like a low confidence pick, man. Jacqueline Cavalcanti, she's got better. I think she's got better striking, like kickboxing when it comes to striking on the feet. But Nora Carnoli, man, I mean, like she's puts a lot of pressure out there, so you can maybe go for takedowns here. Is he gonna have success with the takedowns over Jacqueline Cavalcanti? Not sure, man. I mean, we haven't really seen a lot of people go out there and make some takedowns on Jacqueline Cavalcanti. So I feel like if he puts pressure on Jacqueline, so he can have success in the clinch and maybe get some takedowns here. Um, and he's also fighting at home, right? So I mean, even their first fight, they fought in France back in the day. So maybe that won't matter much. But I just feel like Nora Carnoli, man, she can get this one done. I feel like she can maybe edge out a split decision, maybe. So give me Nora Carnoli by decision. I don't think she's finishing her. There's Jacqueline Cavalcanti. She just fought like a month ago, so she's probably in fighting shape right now. She looks like she's in shape. She's probably training all the time. There's Nora Carnoli. Damn, Jacqueline Cavalcanti looked bigger at the face-offs. A little bit taller, looks like. Yeah, give me Nora Carnoli by decision. I think this fight's gonna go over 2.5 rounds for sure. Nora Carnoli plus 170. The over. Fight goes the distance. I think this fight's definitely gonna go the distance. I think you can parlay that with something you wanna parlay with. Minus 295 for fight goes the distance. I think it's definitely gonna go the distance. I like this fight goes the distance a lot. Might take the plus 2.5 on Carnoli. I'm not sure what it is right now. Next fight on the card is Daniel Barez taking Victor Altamirano. And so I was picking Victor Altamirano because he was underdog. And I guess he's not the underdog anymore. Barez has got some nasty striking. And the guy hits extremely hard. He's got heavy hands, and he can rip to the body. I mean, he was hurting Joffo Filo to the body with those body kicks, and he's got some nasty power, man. And you can hear the shots landing when he lands on people. But the cardio, we haven't really seen his cardio test, so we don't know what kind of cardio he has. He's finishing a lot of people out there. I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to finish Victor Altamirano. I'm not that high on Victor Altamirano. The guy is like kind of made, man. He doesn't have a lot of power on the feet. Doesn't have the best grappling, doesn't have the best control. I mean, let me not say that he doesn't have the best grappling because he got like 9 takedowns on Felipe Dos Santos. But come on, like Felipe Dos Santos is getting taken on by Andre Lima his last fight. So maybe that's just Felipe Dos Santos has no takedown defense. But yeah, Victor Altamirano, I think it's the cardio and durability. I mean, okay, I'm mumbling durability. Okay. I think the cardio and durability can help him here. I'm gonna go with Altamirano to win by decision. I feel like he can make some takedowns here. Now Barez obviously has more power on the feet, and he can hurt him to the body and knock him out. Probably unlikely, man. Victor Altamirano has shown he can take a shot pretty well. And the longer this fight goes, I mean, I think Altamirano is gonna be able to land more volume over the course of 15 minutes, and he can also mix in takedowns, and he can go full. Like he was fighting elevation in Mexico City, and his cardio looked pretty good out there at elevation, so I'm sure his cardio is gonna be fine here in Paris. Give me Altamirano by decision. I mean, submission could be a sneaky play, but I don't think he's gonna submit him. I think he's gonna go the distance. Now, Barez hasn't fought in a year almost, so it's probably, I don't know what he's been doing since his debut against Jeff Filo. He hasn't fought in a year. I'm going to go Victor Altamirano. I think he can get this one done. Next fight on the card is Eileen Perez, everyone's favorite OnlyFans girl, Eileen Perez. She's taking a dirty at Zheleznyakova. So the reason I was picking Eileen Perez obviously the wrestling, right? I mean, she's she can go for takedowns. I mean, she's got a lot of takedowns options out there. She can go for body lock inside trip takedowns. She can go for double leg takedowns. Single leg takedowns. I haven't really seen her go for a lot of single leg takedowns out there. But once he puts pressure on you up against the fence, that's where he can mix in a lot of takedowns out there. And I feel like she can have success here, man. Obviously she missed weight by like half a pound. I think she came in at like 136 and a half. So maybe I think she's probably was trying to cut weight. I mean, if she wasn't trying to cut weight, she probably would have missed by like a couple of pounds, right? So I'm sure she's been trying to cut weight, and maybe the doctor's like, it's probably not healthy for you to cut more weight. She probably tried cutting all that weight down to 135 or 136. I mean, so she only missed by like half a pound. Maybe that can help her here with the wrestling, with the control, or Daria Zheleznyakova. Daria Zheleznyakova is a better kickboxer than Aline Perez. I think Daria has better striking for sure, better boxing, and she throws more volume out there than Eileen Perez. Eileen Perez, she's kind of like pretty bad on the feet. I don't think her striking is that good on the feet. But yeah, I feel like the takedowns are gonna be there. We've seen Daria get taken a lot out there, and I feel like Perez can wrestle. She doesn't like the striking. She might entertain the striking for a bit, but I feel like eventually she's gonna wrestle out there. So I'm gonna bank on Eileen Perez to go out and wrestle. If she doesn't wrestle, she can lose this fight. I mean, I'm not confident on her to stay standing. She needs to wrestle. Hopefully she goes out and wrestles, because she needs to wrestle out there. And I think she will wrestle out there. There's Daria Zheleznyakova and there's Eileen Perez. Daria looks a little bit taller. It's not much difference though. Eileen Perez minus 218. Daria Zheleznyakova plus 180. Over. I think this is gonna go over 2.5 rounds. Minus 320 for the over. I think you can parlay the overs in the both WMA fights. They're both gonna go over 2.5 rounds. Now see, Eileen Perez was looking for a submission in that Jocelyn Edwards fight, and she was trying to look for an armbar. But yeah, I don't think submission game is that crazy. And Daria, she's pretty tough, man. So I don't think she's gonna get subbed out there. Yeah, she's been finished before. I mean, by Mullins. She got finished by Mullins back in Aries FC with ground and pound. Can Eileen Perez get in full mon, reign some ground and pound? Maybe. I mean, it could be live. So yeah, I'm in parlayed the money line in Eileen Perez. I don't know, man. She's gonna need takedowns out there. She doesn't. Sometimes we've seen fighters not go out there and wrestle. Go out there and not wrestle. I mean, so hopefully she goes out there and wrestles, and I think she will. I'm gonna pick her because of that, because she's gonna wrestle out there. And Daria, maybe her takedown defense looks better this time. In her debut, she was getting taken on every round by Montserrat and Don. Hopefully her takedown defense look better. If her takedown defense holds up, I mean, she can win this fight by decision. So I would look at decision for Daria Zheleznyakova. That might be a sneaky play, because she's gonna be landing more volume on the feet. Daria by decision plus 400, man. That actually might be a sneaky play. That might be some sneaky play on Zheleznyakova. Plus 430 on some books out there, by reverse, and plus 340 on FanDuel. I think this fight's gonna go the distance, man. So you might want to take a shot on Zheleznyakova by decision. Next fight on the card is Taylor Lapilus taking on Vince Morales. I'm gonna go Taylor Lapilus. I actually think that he's a very capable striker. Not capable. I mean, he's a really high level kickboxer, and he's kind of low volume though. He's a counter striker. So I want to see him throw more volume out there, but he lands like the better shots out there. He's gonna be landing those leg kicks, body kicks, head kicks, and his boxing is pretty crisp. Vince Morales has got nice boxing and grappling. So can he have success with the wrestling here? Is he gonna go out there and submit Taylor Lapilus? I don't know if I see him submitting Taylor Lapilus. He's pretty dangerous, man. Vince Morales is pretty dangerous. He's on a run right now. He was in UFC back in the day. I mean, lost to Chris Gutierrez, lost to Mal Johns. They're both pretty good fighters. But if he doesn't get takedowns here, I feel like Taylor Lapilus is gonna be able to land the better shots on the feet. And I'm gonna go with Lapilus to get it done by decision. I don't think it's finishing Morales. Morales is really, really, really tough. Unless he lands a high kick, like clean high kick, and knocks him out cold. I don't think he's knocking him out. There's Vincent Morales. There's Lapilus. Damn, Lapilus has a chest on him. I mean, Jesus, look at the difference in the chest in Morales and Lapilus. Yeah, I'm gonna go Lapilus to get it done by decision. Lapilus right now is minus 375. That line is pretty wide. Over 2.5 rounds, minus 350. I mean, I didn't bet this fight. Morales by submission. What's Morales by submission? Morales by finish plus 750. That's pretty crazy odds. I mean, submission plus 1800. Morales by submission. I mean, he's got better BJJ than Lapilus. Let me say that much. If he can get in those positions on the ground, he's definitely live for a submission. Pretty crazy odds by Morales by submission because he's gonna have the better ground game. I mean, next fight on the card is Ludwig Klein taking on Roosevelt Roberts. Klein's gonna knock him out. I mean, I don't need much of a breakdown for this one. Roberts is taking this fight on short notice. Klein was supposed to take on Nicholas Mota, and I was picking him to knock on Nicholas Mota. He's gonna knock him out. I mean, Roberts. What's he gonna do? I mean, is he just gonna stay on the outside and kickbox? I don't see that happening. Klein's gonna pressure him, and he's gonna put him out. I mean, so Klein by knockout is the pick here. I already got Klein in a parlay at like minus 700. He's minus, where's Klein? Klein's minus 950 right now, so honestly not even that crazy. I mean, 10-1 is pretty crazy though, but I think he should be like minus 2500 here. Klein by knockout minus 120. There's books out there that you can get plus money on Klein by knockout. I would take the finish for Klein. Minus 175 for Klein by finish. I think he's gonna finish him. He's gonna show him levels out there. Next fight on the card is Omar Sy taking on Da Woon Jung. Give me Omar Sy. I think Omar Sy is gonna be able to get those takedowns and get a submission off. Da Woon Jung, I mean, he's a pretty good kickboxer, but the guy's kind of chinny. He's got durability issues, and he got subbed by Carlos Ulberg. I mean, getting knocked out by Carlos Ulberg is one thing, but getting subbed by Carlos Ulberg is a whole different thing because he's not really known for his grappling. He's more known for his kickboxing, other city kickboxing. I mean, but yeah, getting like submitted by Carlos Ulberg. I mean, once he got taken on by Carlos Ulberg, he had no clue how to like fight off submissions or defend submissions. It was kind of weird though, because he kind of acted like he didn't tap the submission, and they have to look at the replay, and they were like, "Oh, he did tap to the submission in the third round." I think Omar Sy is gonna have the better wrestling. Obviously, he's gonna get those takedowns. He's gonna submit and maybe ground and pound. I'm gonna go Omar Sy. I think submission is probably more likely than the ground and pound, but the guy has heavy ground and pound. So can he get a finish by ground and pound? Maybe. I think he's gonna win. I'm pretty confident Omar Sy here. If he doesn't shoot takedowns out there, I mean, I still think he can knock him out on the feet, but Da Woon Jung's gonna have a chance then if he doesn't shoot takedowns out there and take this to the mat. I'm gonna bank on Omar Sy to go for takedowns because he does go for takedowns out there. He uses physicality to power people down to the mat. Give me Omar Sy by submission. Omar Sy minus 575. I already got him in parlay at minus 450. I don't see him losing this fight. Omar Sy by finish. I think he's gonna submit him, but you might as well take the finish just to be safe. Minus 150 for a finish. I think he's gonna finish him. Submission. I'm gonna call the submission for plus 120, plus 135 on DraftKings submission. I've seen the plus 135 number on DraftKings by submission for Sy. I think you can submit him. Next fight on the card is Ian Cutelaba taking Erslan. So Cutelaba didn't paint his face this time. Like, look, normally at the ceremonial wins, I mean, this guy just paints his face as a Hulk, but not this time. He's probably taking this fight serious now, man. He still screamed. I mean, this guy, he does that every time. But anyway, so Cutelaba obviously is pretty hard to trust now. I stopped betting on his fights. I was gonna bet the under in the last fight with the Felipe Lins, and I just stayed away. I was like, I don't trust the under either, because you never know. Sometimes he might finish. He might go out there, finish a fight in the first round, or get finished in the first round. Sometimes he might just like hang around and then go the distance with some guy out there. So that's the thing about Cutelaba. I'm just not gonna pick Cutelaba anymore. I picked him over Felipe Lins, and he looked terrible out there. Didn't have a clue how to like didn't shoot takedowns out there, and just got kind of pieced up on the feed. Now he was kind of catching Felipe Lins with some shots on the feed, but it wasn't really enough to hurt him or like put him away. Even Erslan, I know he's gonna be throwing some. He's gonna be throwing some bad intentions out there. He's gonna be able to. He's gonna throw some nasty hooks out there. He's gonna throw some with some crazy power. I'm just gonna pick Erslan here, man. I'm gonna pick Erslan here, but I'm not that high on Erslan either. He's from he's fighting out of KSW. He's fighting KSW Octagon, and normally these guys at the higher weight classes that fight in Octagon, they don't really do that well. Like you guys remember Robert Brischick recently fought Ier Porteria. He looked terrible out there. Lost 30-27 to Porteria. This one's gonna be. This is like on my do not bet list for sure. I'm not betting on this fight. Yeah, I'm gonna pick even Erslan. He was underdog when I was picking him earlier. Now he's not underdog anymore. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Erslan. I didn't bet on him. I want to see how he does in the UFC before I start betting on him. Even Erslan is minus 115. I mean, he's actually the favorite now. The line's kind of flipped now. Yeah, he's plus 105 when I was picking him. Yeah, I'm not gonna bet him at chalk. Maybe betting him at like plus money was a play. If you can still find him at plus money, that's probably the play. Maybe live bet him and see how he does out there. Yeah, even the knockout. I mean, knockout's not even crazy plus money either. Like, I'm not even like crazy about betting the knockout. Under 1.5 rounds, minus 1 to 86. Probably gonna go under, but you never know with Cutelaba, man. Sometimes the chin holds up out there. Sometimes the chin doesn't hold up. So this is gonna be a stand-up fight. I don't think if anyone shoot takedowns, it's probably gonna be Cutelaba mixing in takedowns out there. But I don't really see him shooting takedowns. He's not really shooting takedowns out there a lot out there. So what makes me think he's gonna go out there shoot takedowns this fight? Cutelaba by KO plus 130. Plus 125 Erslan by knockout. Plus 155. If you had Bet Rivers, maybe take a shot on the knockout at plus 155. I think that's probably not bad. Plus 155. Plus 140 on FanDuel. I don't use the sports book. I use Bet Online and DraftKings. So we're getting like plus 125 there on DraftKings. Not enough juice on the bones. I think these guys they're gonna go for it. But Cutelaba might go out there and start mixing in takedowns after like not mixing in takedowns his last couple fights. Give me Erslan by KO. Next fight on the card is first GM taking on Matt Frevola, the Steamroller, man. I'm gonna go Matt Frevola, the Steamroller. Now first GM, I picked him over Pueblos. I picked him over I think I picked him over what's his name? That Figlag guy. And I picked him over Jai Herbert. So I've done pretty well picking first GM fights. But I'm just not that impressed, man. I mean, he's not really hurting guys out there. He's just kind of like point fighting out there, and it's not really dangerous. I mean, you gotta either go out there and knock out Matt Frevola in the first round, or you gotta go out there and wrestle him, because he's gonna be able to walk forward with forward pressure. He's gonna land some big hooks. Now, first GM is a better kickboxer. He's gonna have the better striking. He's like more intelligent in the striking that he throws out there. He's got more variety of striking, more variety of strikes. I mean, I'm gonna go Matt Frevola. I think he can mix in takedowns. Hopefully, he said he's not gonna wrestle out there. So hopefully he wrestles out there because he needs to. If he can't like find range, because for GM's gonna have some range on him. He's gonna be 6'1" with the 75-inch reach. So Fervola's gonna have to close the distance. Mixing takedowns. I think the takedowns, if you start mixing in takedowns, that'd probably be the better game plan for Frevola. But yeah, I don't know if he's gonna mix some takedowns out there. I think he can have success with the wrestling though. There's Motorola, there's first GM. Damn, this height difference is pretty crazy at the face-offs. I'm still gonna pick Motorola. I'm gonna pick him. He's 34 years old. I mean, he's not the youngest guy for this weight class. I feel like this is not a bad matchup for him though. This is a pretty good matchup. He's underdog, I think. Frevola plus 110. He actually opened up at -166 on DraftKings. He's underdog now. I like the money line. I haven't bet it yet, but I might take maybe a shot on the money line. Plus 110, honestly, not even bad. Maybe the plus 3.5. I like the plus 3.5 from Frevola. I think he can win at least one round out there. If he doesn't win the fight, doesn't get the knockout. I mean, I don't think first Ziam's gonna 30-27 him or like finish him. Next fight on the card is Morgan Charriere taking on Gabriel Miranda. I'm gonna go Morgan Charriere by knockout. I think he's gonna get the knockout out there. Gabriel Miranda is a BJ nerd. I'd call him the nerd. He's got pretty good, like his wrestling is like okay. I mean, he fought I think he fought Benoit Saint-Denis in his debut, and honestly, like that's a pretty tough matchup for him at Benoit Saint-Denis. I think that was up weight class at 155. Now he's fighting at 145. He fought Shane Young. I picked him to beat Shane Young. Obviously, Shane Young is a can out of City Kickboxing. I just don't see Miranda getting a submission, man. If he can get his back, I mean, he might be live for a submission. I don't think he's gonna get the submission though, so I'm gonna go Morgan Charriere to get that knockout. I think he's got way better kickboxing on the feet. He's way more dangerous with his striking. I'm gonna go Morgan Charriere by knockout TKO. Damn, Miranda actually looked somewhat bigger at the scales, the face-offs. I mean, Morgan Charriere by knockout -160. I like the knockout, man. I think the knockout, we're gonna see a knockout here from Charriere. Hopefully, this even if this fight goes to distance, I mean, I still think he can win the fight by decision, landing more damage out there on the feet. And his takedown defense is pretty solid, so I'm not really worried about him getting taken on here. In the first round, I might be worried kind of bit in the first round because Miranda does have pretty good takedown entries in the first round. But I feel like eventually he's gonna get tired. Charriere is gonna probably find those shots on the feet, find those body kicks. Got some nasty body kicks. I think he's gonna hurt him to the body over and over. Give me Charriere by knockout TKO. Next fight on the card is my lock of the week, Bryan Battle, man. I think Bryan Battle is getting this one done. I'm feeling more confident in Bryan Battle now. After watching the face-offs. And Battle is gonna have better ground game. He's gonna have the better striking. I think he's got more power on the feet. Jousset's like he's a judo guy, has some striking. He's developing his striking right now. He's fighting at a City Kickboxing. He's okay, man. Jousset's okay. Like if he went out there and knocked out Kenan Song, I'd be like, okay, this guy is a prospect to watch out for, right? But he's not really hurting. I mean, he didn't really hurt Kenan Song. He just kind of like outpointed him. If he doesn't do that, if he just tries to outpoint a Battle, I think Battle's gonna press forward. He's gonna be pressuring him. He's gonna land some big shots on the feet. He can take this to the mat and submit him on the ground. I know Jousset showed that he can find a submission of his own over that fraud Kiefer Crosby, who's an absolute fraud. I don't know how that guy made it to UFC. Yeah, give me Battle to win. I think Battle's gonna get this one done. He's my lock of the week this week. Battle right now is -166. I like the Battle, man. I like the Battle money line a lot. There's Bryan Battle over there. There's Kevin Jousset. It's gonna be a pretty good fight, man. Give me Battle to get it done. Next fight on the card is William Gomis and Jonathan Brito. Now this is a good matchup, man. This is a really good matchup. Jonathan Brito taking on William Gomis. Now William Gomis, he's similar to first GM. He's got pretty good kickboxing. I mean, he's got the same type of volume. Doesn't really throw a lot of volume out there. And I think Brito's gonna pressure him, man. Brito, all this guy does is pressure you, and he's got some big time power at 145. He's probably one of the hardest hitters at 145, other than Deporia, other than Steve Garcia, maybe other than Diego Lopez. But yeah, Brito's got some big power, man. He's got high level BJJ, so he can take this to the mat and submit you on the ground. Give me Brito all day long. Who do you think Gomis is? He's gonna have to stay safe for 15 minutes, and I just don't see that happening. I don't see Brito just staying on the outside and just letting Gomis just pick him apart with those kicks, those like point fight his way to decision here. Give me Brito all day long. Now Gomis is gonna be a little bit taller than Brito, but I don't think it's gonna matter much. There's William Gomis. He kind of looks like Megamind, right? Megamind, like the character Megamind from the Megamind movie. Yeah, there's Brito. Obviously, Gomis is gonna be a lot taller, but Brito is a brick house, man. Give me Brito to get this one done. What the hell's going on? Why is he grabbing Gomis' wrist right there? Maybe he's trying to feel how strong Gomis really is. That's pretty hilarious. Give me Brito to win by submission. I think he can submit him on the ground. I feel good about the submission, man. I feel like he's gonna get a submission over him. I got him to parlay with Charriere and Klein early in the week, like last week. He's minus 340 right now. I still like him as a parlay piece, even at minus 340. I don't think he's gonna just let Gomis just point fight his way to safely point fight his way to decision, boring decision. Brito's all he does is pressure you, and he's already beat way better competition than Gomis. But he already beat Diego Lopez, already beat not Morgan Charriere. I mean, he already beat Chepe Marisco. I mean, go back and watch that Chepe fight. I mean, he killed Chepe in that brutally. I mean, he kind of wishfully knocked him out. Brito by finish. I think he's gonna finish him plus 105. I like the money line though more. I think you can find a finish though. The finish is pretty good call. You're still getting plus money and finish. He's finishing everyone in the UFC. I mean, so other than Diego Lopez on a contender series. Next fight on the card is Nasruddin Imavov taking on Brendan Allen. Now Brendan Allen at the odds is pretty crazy. Plus 180 for Brendan Allen, but I think it makes sense, man. Imavov was showing pretty good takedown defense in the UFC, and obviously he was getting taken by Phil Haas back in the day, but since then, I mean, he's really worked on that takedown defense. But Brendan Allen is going to be striking. He's not really, I mean, he was shooting takedown the Chris Curtis fight, that rematch. I feel like he's going to need takedowns here, and if he doesn't get takedowns, I think Imavov is going to be able to he's gonna be able to just outpoint him on the feet. I don't think he's gonna knock him out. I think Mo is gonna just he's gonna play the safe game. If he can find some shots, I mean, hurts Brendan Allen. Brendan Allen's got pretty good recovery. His durability seems to be getting better recently. Give me Imavov by decision. I think Mo's gonna get this one by decision. Imavov right now is minus 198. Honestly, not even bad. I like the over 2.5 rounds though. I think it's gonna go over 2.5 rounds. Minus 140 for the over 2.5 rounds. Only one I see finishing this fight is Brendan Allen if he gets a takedown and finds submission. I think Mava knows how to stay safe on the ground though. Damn, how many pictures of Brito and the Gomis they have? I mean, they got like 10 pictures of Gomis and Brito. Damn, Brito is just trying to grab him there. What's going on? Brito's really trying to grab his arms. There's Brendan Allen. There's Imavov. It's going to be a good fight, man. It's going to be a really good fight. I like the decision for Imavov. Imavov by decision plus 175. I think he's going to win by decision. Alright, guys, main event of the evening. Right now, we got Moicano taking on Benoit Saint-Denis. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe. And also, if you guys want to see my official bets, there's a link in the description. We've been doing really well this year. We bet on LFA, we bet on Contender Series, UFC, obviously, PFL, Bellator. You get a lot for a lot of action on different organizations. All right, we got Renato Moicano taking on Benoit Saint-Denis. I'm gonna go Benoit Saint-Denis by KO TKO. I don't think he's losing to Renato Moicano. Now, Renato Moicano is on a run right now. He's on a 3-5 win streak right now. He beat Ronaldo and beat Braderdell, who's retired after that fight. Braderdell shouldn't be fighting defeat, let's be honest. And he went out there beat Dudober. The Dudober fight was way too close. Dudober should have won that fight if he just didn't go for his own takedown in the third round. And obviously the last fight, I mean, Turner knocked him down. Then he's trying to get that walk-off KO. And then I think he had an adrenaline rush or adrenaline dump. But still, either way, I mean, Moicano is getting his money out there, but I think it's gonna come to an end here. Benoit Saint-Denis is gonna wrestle him. Hopefully, I don't see Benoit Saint-Denis just tapping out to a submission from Moicano off his back. I don't think Moicano is gonna catch him in a submission off his back. He's normally like he'll submit you if he can take your back and stuff. You know, he's not really like catching a lot of people by submission off his back, like when he's getting taken on. I think Benoit Saint-Denis is gonna fight similar to RDA. I think he's gonna have more power on the feet. He's gonna just pressure him. All of a sudden, Benoit Saint-Denis does is pressure you right from the jump. And he's gonna pressure him. He's gonna walk him down. He's gonna land some big shots. And I think Moicano's chin is not gonna hold up. Give me Saint-Denis by KO TKO. Saint-Denis not losing in at home. Last time he fought Moicano, not Moicano. I mean, he fought Moises, Moicano's homeboy. And look what he did to Moises, right? Obviously, not to Moicano. I think he's got a better MMA game than Moises, but still, something's gonna run through him. I think. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe Moicano proves me wrong. But I'm gonna go Saint-Denis to get this one done. Saint-Denis by KO TKO. I think he's getting this one by knockout. -290 for Saint-Denis. I think the KO. Either you're gonna bet Moicano by submission or Saint-Denis by knockout. This fight's not gonna go the distance for sure. Saint-Denis by KO TKO -115. I like that. I like that KO TKO call. I think he's gonna finish him, man. I don't think Benoit Saint-Denis is gonna make the same mistake as Turner and not follow up with ground and pound. There you go, guys. That's my full card breakdown. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. We're getting close to 3K subscribers. I appreciate all the members on the channel, by the way. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later, guys.